Yo, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Hope y'all having a good day and all that. Today, we continue on with Genshin Impact. The story continues. We got ourselves sent into prison because we need to know if Tartag is safe or not. Is he safe? That's what we'll find out. That's when I can't speak today. Today we'll find out soon enough. How's it going? How's it going, everybody? Right, so let's go ahead and get ourselves reacquainted with this game. I could do the what do you call them? The commissions, but I think weirdly enough, I very much prefer just exploring the world. I actually prefer doing that in place of the quest, because here, when I reacted to the 4.1 patch, I was very confused as to how exactly this was going to work. I was flabbergasted, so to speak. I had no idea how exactly we were gonna do the new quest stuff. But as I got my hands on this new patch, I played through it, and now I understand. I totally understand what is going on, and as such, you know what? I think I prefer this over doing the commissions. I won't lie to you. This is actually preferable over doing commissions. It's really weird, but I kind of like it because it gives me an excuse to explore the world and see if there's anything that I need to collect, whether it's in the form of getting more hydroculi, or getting more chests, more primos, etc., etc. I actually like it. I actually do like it. How's it going, Jonathan? How's it going? How you doing and all that? But soon you run out of exploration to do? I will. I want to take care. But I want to do this one. But I want to do as much as I can until then. Never said I won't. To be fair. Have you fought the new bosses yet? No, I haven't. Because to be quite honest with you, I don't know how. I don't know how to get there. But you know what? I'd rather just figure that out in my own time. Don't run out of stamina just yet, bro. Oh, God. Hey, Chief, how's it going? How is it going? Good luck, then. They're both in the abyss. Oh, great. Very great. I have no idea where I'm going, but you know what? We're headed there. Why? Because it's there. Why do we get the feeling this is the way to the boss? Hey, a chest. Well, I mean, if the boss is there, you're going to one of the new bosses. Oh, wait, no. I didn't even know that was the way. I already got everything on 100%, so got nothing to do. Bro, how? How?
Let's get it on! Ha! Let's light it up! Born of ice and frost, rest and rebuild!
Ow.
Hold the line! Ha! Buckle up! Ha! No touching! Yeah. Did I miscalculate?
Oh boy. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that is not good.
Let's light it up! Let's get it on! Hi! Everybody stand back! You're dead meat! Allow me! Billowing surge!
I already reached Fontaine on my second account. Oh, good for you. Good for you.
We're way behind schedule.
Easy. Easy shit. No idea who this is for, but you know what? Don't... At the very least, we got something out of it. I wonder if there's any treasures around here. Dia, lost my 50-50 on Nouvelette's banner. To her? Imagine that.
We're way behind schedule.
The joke's on you. I wanted her in the beginning. Okay, so there's something over here. Aha. Got her signature weapon too? Sweet. Well, at least you got something. Go. And there we go. No idea where I'm going from here, but let's go check it out. Oh! Another teleporter. Sweet. Oh, got Nouvelette and his weapon. Just took about 280 wishes. Oh, okay.
Let's move out. Rest and rebuild.
Oh!
Let's light it up! Look alive! Hi! Access denied.
And the boy just chilling here. Energy concentrating component. Well, it's certainly important for later. Wait, where even am I?
Next on the agenda.
Wait a minute, am I in the... No, I'm not. I'm not in the prison just yet, right? No, the prison is over there. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what I'm getting myself into. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine by me. Ah, okay. Oh. There we go. Oh, never mind. I didn't need to blow it up. Great. Right. What's this? Okay. Surface. We're not supposed to be here, are we? Yeah, I'm not supposed to be here just yet, right? Maybe later, but not now. Like, I've got too far ahead. I've got too far ahead in the game, guys. It's for a quest? That's what I thought, yeah. Lost my Nouvellette 50-50 on my second account. Got Mona instead. Wrong Hydro Catalyst 5-star, but I'll take it. I've been waiting for Mona for over 2 years. Aw, man. I'm sorry. Meanwhile, I'm on the wait list for characters like Mika and Kirara. Okay, precious chest. Camera over there. Oh, shit, unless... Let me see. Let me figure this out. Let me figure this shit out. You're gonna poof a Nouvellette? I tried doing that, actually. And, I ended up getting Tainari instead. In fact, it was last week that I attempted to do so, and, it didn't work. Oof. Them's the brakes. Wish I got Tainari. This is like, I managed to get C1 Tainari. Crazy enough. Will I get Nouvellette since it's guaranteed? I'm thinking, but to be quite honest, I'm thinking of getting Furina. Honestly, I'm thinking about getting the Hydro Archon. Please no spoilers. Please no spoilers. I know. Please no spoilers. Yeah, I haven't even done the Archon. I haven't finished the Archon quest just yet. Definitely gonna do it later on though, like especially on this stream. Damn it! I don't know about a kid or anything either. Neither do I, but I am intrigued. Although I may or may not have been spoiled or anything like that. I won't say it here, but I gotta say, it is interesting.
My people are used to
Act
the
3 is
desert
decent,
life,
Act 4 is good.
but still,
I can only
I
imagine.
hope that one day they'll be able to find an oasis of their own and leave the sandstorms behind for.
Buckle up.
Oops. There we go.
I call dibs.
Easy. There we go. We're done here. We're done. We're done. But I get the feeling we will come back here for a quest. Like, well, side quest, but a quest nonetheless. Ooh, hello. But first... Act 3 is decent, Act 4 is good. That's what I've been hearing online. That Act 3, like, as far as... When I played through Act 3, it was only okay. Like, the concept itself is interesting, but it ended very weirdly. Yeah, exactly. Yep, just enough. No, I'm not summoning for Nouvelette, but I will be summoning on this with the 2 wishes that I have. Why save them? Max Fontaine is level 30 right now, by the way. Well, it's a good thing I'm 11 right now. Okay. Right now... Currently 34 wishes, 40-something. 46 if you included the star glitter. So, great! In progress, definitely in progress right now. And I did recently buy a Welkin pass, so I will definitely be guaranteed to get Furina when she does come out. And it really, you know, it... How am I going to say this?
Add Astro.
Fontaine sucks.
Thank you for completing.
But not for the reasons you think, though.
Add
Fontaine
Astro.
really sucks because there's a lot of characters in this region that I really want compared to other characters that we've seen so far. Compared to a lot of other regions that we've been through. For Inazuma, I really liked Yoimiya. I like Kokomi. I did get them eventually, but I was going for Raiden. I was going for Yaimiko and Shenhe. And then for the next patch, Sumeru, the only one I wanted realistically was Dia and Nahida. And we know what happened to Dia. And Nahida, best decision I made so far. But this one, Nouvelette, Ruthlessly, Navia, Arlecchino, Clorinde, Furina. There's too many damn characters that I want. Why? This patch sucks so much, bro. I thought I would 100% skip characters to Fontaine. That's what I thought too. But here's the thing. I was going hard with Navia like initially, like when I first saw her in the teaser trailer, I was set. I was set. But then other characters start popping in. I see what they're capable. I've seen what they are either capable of, or I've seen them in action and all that. And now it's like I don't got a lot of money, game. Come on, man. Even with the freebies that we're getting for the anniversary, it just ain't enough. It's not fair, game. It's not fair. Here you go, 2 more wishes. Now 48. Tomorrow, 5 more. God. I don't know who I want. Nuvolette? Want. Furina? Want. Navia? Want. Hope they're gonna make the Abyss stronger again. Corind? Want. Yeah, I'm in the same position as you, Emil. I honestly am. It's just that this region sucks because there's characters that I want. There's actually characters that I want compared to other regions. Or at least you know, want! You want much. The suffering. The suffering is real. Arlecchino's a must pull. Seriously though, I want her. I want her so badly. Wail if needed. I don't know if I'm willing to wail.
One simple rule. Whoever pays the most is your new boss.
I suppose it depends on what I end up pulling. Cause I've had luck for banners in the past. You know, getting back-to-back 5 stars in the past. So there is a possibility that I don't need to wail. But if I must, this sucks. One day though, when the time comes, we shall. And considering that Furina will be coming up in the next patch, we shall see. We shall see what will happen. I'm scared. Whoever said that, they're the real ones.
At least it doesn't hide anything.
They're the real ones over there. Exactly, but no one believes me. My luck is drained. I used to win 50-50s every time. Now I'm losing every single one of them. Well, personally, I kind of do, but kind of don't at the same time, because the last time, well, before Tainari, I lost my 50-50 to Dia when I was summoning for, I do believe Yoimiya. Yeah, Yoimiya. Yeah. Heard some BS about Clorinda being 4-star demoted right now? Why are you surprised? It's like, look. Even it, look, I told you this about a couple weeks ago. I told you a couple weeks ago that there's a very high chance that Clorinda might end up being a 4-star character. And the reason why I say that is because
We mercs have one simple rule.
Well, I will admit, it's a very ridiculous conclusion that I've come up with, but she radiates Sarah vibes to me. She radiates that energy to me. That she is a person of high standing, and she's Electro. Honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if she ends up being a 4-star character. Because, to be quite honest, if we were to, because we already have a bunch of 5-star characters already that's introduced in Fontaine. We've already had characters like Nuvolette, Ruthlessy. We also have, oh my bad. Ooh. We've also managed to get potentially Furina, and honestly, there's other characters in this game that could potentially be 5 stars as well. And I get the feeling that someone like Siegewing, and I do believe Charlotte is confirmed to be 4-star, correct? Or no? Or is that later on? She does radiate 4-star energy to me, at least. Besides, if
The desert's a tough adversary.
having Clorinde
At least
and
it doesn't hide anything.
other
What you
characters
see
that
is what you
become
get,
5-star
and
characters
whether
might
you
be a
take
little
on the
too much. Might be
challenge
pushing
is
too much. You know what I
entirely
mean?
up to you.
No way Clorinde's gonna be a 4-star character. She's too good to be a 4-star. Honestly, I think so too, but we shall see what Hoyoverse decides to do. No luck with Fushuan and Lynx. E1 Gepardi and E5 Hook curse me. And this is why I stopped playing Honkai Star Rail. One of the reasons, at least.
Welcome to Palais,
Charlotte is 4-star? Well, for some reason I thought Clorinda would be on standard banner before hearing the 4-star stuff.
My people are used to the desert life.
Reminds me of the 4chan chat,
still,
not only Sarah comparison.
I hope that one day they'll
Lots
be
of people
able
would
to
want
find an
Clorinda
oasis
making
of their
her a
own
4-star means less
and
money
leave
for
the
Hoyo.
sandstorms behind for a better life.
Kind of, sort of. You underestimate Sims, so let's just put it that way.
Welcome to Palais,
Charlotte is 100% a 4-star. I think so. There's a 95% chance that she'll be a 4-star. I'd be shocked if she ends up being a 5-star. I really doubt that though. Right, so let's see here. Yeah, we'll be going over here because that's where the quest will end up being. Yeah, we're continuing the story from here on. I want links though. Want to go full ice climbers on some enemies. Perpetual frozen, I presume. All right, so before we start the quest, there is something I do want to share. Now, granted though, in the past few weeks or so, I was ramping down on game collecting just a teeny bit because the last few games that I did end up getting were here. I do have it over here, so I could just show it to you. I just realized I got the wrong. I just realized I don't have the right game over here. I just realized. I'll be back in a bit. I'll be back.
I want to go on a vacation with Galvana.
Well, that could have been a hella embarrassing.
We mercs have one simple
Pickaxe
rule.
attack. Oh, so
Whoever
that's what it
pays
is.
the
Okay.
most.
That's her thing? Right, so in the past few weeks, I basically just shared to you guys like a bunch of pickups that I got for not just original Xbox games, but recently I got myself, well, the few being, well, yeah, one being The Simpsons Hit and Run, which I did play through this a little bit, and I gotta say, I actually understand why people love this game a lot. I didn't make it too far into it. I just completed one of the chapters on this one, and I gotta say, I can see why people would be into this. I can see why. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing through this a little more, like off stream, of course. I don't think it's a game where I could feasibly play this on stream. I mean, granted, it is playable. I could play this on 360. But I'm not 100% certain if the quality is going to come out as good as I hope it would. I'll have to continue testing. I'll have to continue testing that just to be absolutely certain about whether or not that game's going to work. Because apparently online I found out that apparently there's some finicky stuff about playing a hit and run on 360. So that's something I'll have to figure that out later on. He straight up bonks them with a pickaxe. Cute. Go to the horny bonk. Oh no. And then the other game I got was what's the game called? The Simpsons Hit and Run. That's the one. That's that GTA clone, but it's weirdly one of the better GTA clones because it's certainly a game that is set within its own universe and it adapts the IP. I'd argue perfectly. Though it helps that the some of the writers of the show did work on the game. So so it helps. It helps a lot. I'm at 65 pity and need Hydro Dragon Daddy. Go get him, boy. Go get him. And then the other game was, I mean, again, I showed you guys earlier, Blinks 2, Masters of Time and Space. A childhood favorite of mine, weirdly enough. But here's the thing. I'm currently attempting to grind as much as possible. Just try to come up with 2 teams. Well, 2 sets of 2 teams, because you do have a choice between 2 factions, which have like different levels of gameplay. But I'd argue that the multiplayer aspect of Blinks 2 is very likely aged a little better compared to, let's say, the single-player campaign. Well, just the campaign in general, because you can also play the campaign in co-op, which is certainly a first for the series. Now, those are the 2 games I got recently. I got like sometime about a week or 2 ago. But I did end up getting a couple of games for, well, let's just say one of them is for research purposes. Well, actually, 2 of them are for research purposes, and the other 2 are for research purposes. Let's just put it that way. First, the serious gets. And I say serious in the sense that they're serious enough to potentially be in a video that I'm currently thinking about. Notice the cock avatar there, and even the description as well. Cock reigns supreme. 63 pity in Genshin, maybe 50 something on second account. Okay, so one of them is this Forza Motorsport, specifically 3. And it has all of the content that's available on Xbox Live, and there's a very good reason why I got this version specifically, because, well, I guess it shouldn't come as a surprise, but a lot of the DLC for a lot of the Forza games, even the recent most ones, were delisted because of licensing issues, and for Forza Motorsport. And only a handful of Forza games are have DLC encoded in platinum hits of versions of the game. So as an example, for one of them, because for this one you have 2 discs. So you have a play disc and an installation disc. If this was hypothetically ever on PS3, it probably wouldn't even be that necessary. But considering that this is a DVD. That these are DVD discs, 2 discs it is. And this is very likely the only way you'll ever get all of the DLC for Forza Motorsport 3. Doubly so for Forza Motorsport 2. After that, I don't think there's a way to get any of the DLC from Forza 4 and beyond. I don't think so. I could be wrong, though. But the reason why I got this is because there's an idea that I have for a video about recounting my thoughts and feelings on the Forza Motorsport series. Not necessarily Horizon, not yet at least. I haven't really thought about that just yet, but all in due time. But I do want to make a retrospective look back at the Forza series and see how everything came to be. I mean, I got Forza Motorsport 1, I got my own copy of Forza 4, and considering that the new game is coming out relatively soon, I thought, you know what? Why don't I go and check back at the series and see what's up. Imagine installing a game from a disc in 2023. I know, right? It's crazy. Killzone on PS4. Hi. Yeah, the dual layered disc. Seriously though. Honestly, probably one of the reasons why I think I sort of regret getting a 360 over a PS3 is the fact that you don't have to worry, unlike PS3, you don't have to worry about multiple discs, unless there's a legitimate reason why there's multiple discs. Like, say for example, if I remember correctly, Final Fantasy VII. Okay, now the other one, which is also research that I really hope I get around. I could get around to one day, and that is Project Gotham Racing 2. I got the first one a while back, so I figured why not get the second one? And there's a legitimately good reason for that, because I remember saying that I want to cover Blur at some point in the future, just as a retrospective review. But in order to do so, I want to look back. I want to look back at Bizarre Creations' other racing games and see how they compare up to Blur. So I'm thinking about, so little by little, I'm slowly trying to get other games in the Project Gotham Racing series. Now, with that said, there is another racing game called Metropolis Street Racer that Bizarre Creations did do, but unfortunately, I believe it's stuck either on PlayStation or Dreamcast. I could be wrong. Let me see here. Dreamcast. It was Dreamcast. Yeah, and considering that I do not have a Dreamcast, this is not feasible to do. So the best thing I could do is just visit the Project Gotham Racing games, and that's it. That's the best I could do at the moment. There are other games that Bizarre Creations has created, like 007 Bloodstone, but it's semi unrelated to the review itself. So little by little, I will definitely get some more games, but for now, I think I'm gonna end it right there. At least in terms of like serious research. Now, with that said, there's the other research-heavy games that I, oh shit, that I did end up getting, but it's on, like, both of them are on 360, and both of them I know for sure you can't get them digitally anymore. And for this first one, well, it's also unfortunate that I can't get the DLC either for this one. Really sucks, but that'd be how I do sometimes. That's what happens with licensing nowadays. Soul Calibur 4 on 360, the one with friggin' Yoda on the front cover. The PS3 version, I believe, has Darth Vader playable, which again, considering that the DLC you're not able to download the DLC anymore, it really sucks, because that would mean that this will forever be incomplete, because you can play as Darth Vader in on the 360 version, and both versions of the game would also have Starkiller as a downloadable character. But once again, delisted. You can't even download them anymore. So it's now lost. But with that said, considering that I got this for quote unquote research, well, let's just say I can finally witness Ivy in white in like 4K. Soul Calibur 4 was the very first Soul Calibur game I ever saw a trailer to, and it was Yoda versus Vader. It was honestly badass to see. It was very cool to see Yoda and Darth Vader in a fighting game like this. Unlike, let's say, Star Wars Masters of Terrascasi on PlayStation. Like, I don't think we've ever seen Star Wars characters in that high fidelity at that time. Hell, even when Star Wars The Force Unleashed was coming out around that time, it's graphically okay compared to Soul Calibur 4. Soul Calibur 4 is where, at the time, peak Star Wars visual fidelity became the top. What is Soul Calibur? If you play Tekken, it's kind of like that. It's basically just a fighting game, but with weapons. We don't talk about that travesty. Terrascasi. And now. Oh. Now there's this other one that you obviously cannot play on you cannot download on 360, but you can get a physical copy of this nowadays. I'd argue it's pretty hard to come by, but considering the deal that I did end up getting with this, I think it's kind of worth it. Although I get the feeling that the me from 10 years from now will likely regret getting this. But you know what? I live in the present right now. May as well enjoy it while I can. Dead or Alive Extreme 2. This is the one that I ended up getting, not on the local game store I went to, but on eBay. Managed to get this pretty cheaply too. I ended up paying at least 20%, 25% of what I would have to pay for on, like, whenever it would potentially be available on at that local game store. But now, yeah, I got this. You know what? It's funny to me. I was testing this game, and it's really surprising to me that I ended up playing. Like, I ended up spending my time more in the casino mode than I did with the actual gameplay of this, because like I don't know why. I honestly do not know why I ended up playing it through the casino mode more compared to everything else. Maybe it's that gotcha brain I have in me that, hey, you know what? Maybe next hand I get lucky. Maybe next one I get lucky. Maybe next one I get lucky. So stupid, but you know what? I'm gonna play through this a little more, and then see where I'm at. I don't think it'll end up being a video because, well, I mean, did you complete Act 3 already? Yeah, I completed Act 3 already. Yeah, we're just gonna start up with Act 4. Dead or Alive is fighting game with plot armor. Look, way too much plot. It's less plot than armor, if you know what I mean. Way more plot than armor. I have a feeling when gacha is the main focus of the game. Funny enough, Dead or Alive Extreme 2 specifically does not have any gacha mechanics. Yes, it does have gambling, but no real gacha mechanics. Unlike, let's say, DOA Extreme 3, where I don't remember if it even has gacha mechanics, actually. I haven't heard of anything like that. I know that there's like microtransactions up the wazoo, but I know Extreme 2 does not have any gacha mechanics as far as I'm aware. If any dump reactions, I'll check tomorrow. Yeah, fair enough. We're probably getting Dorman's port soon as well. At least before 5.0. Oh, you mean a new section? But yeah, those are all the games I ended up getting for, just for the collection. Some that I'm kind of looking forward to playing through just to, just to see like just for like research purposes. And then there's others where it's research purposes. Again, I'm sure the me in 10 years from now will likely regret it, but you know what? From Mondstadt. Well, I mean, I know that, yeah. The port, right? Like, I think that's supposed to be up north, right? Like, north of Mondstadt? You know what game I'm surprised I actually play and enjoy? Genshin. I think Venti Story Quest 2 would be featured with Dormant Port. They already added more land behind Mondstadt for it. Hope so. Hey, we can all wish for it, right? I mean, if they added more land for expansion, there's a high likely chance that it'll happen. I don't know when, but it will definitely happen at some point. I'm making a prediction here and say that it's either 4.4 or 4.5. One of those two. I have a funny feeling it'll be around that time. All right. How about we make a bet? Here? If it just so happens that 4.4 or 4.5 features the port, how about we celebrate it with a wait, what do we even do actually? What would be a good enough enough a bet here. This shiny village we getting. Oh, that is true, actually. Yeah. Very good. A very good point. Move to Shadow Realm. I don't know. We'll likely think about it later. For now, though. For now, let's go ahead and continue on with chapter 4, shall we? We still need Sumeru Harbor and Chanyu Village. That's close to Fontaine. That is, you know what? That is also true. That is also true as well. Damn. Damn! What happened to the audio?
Hey, you over there?
Hey, what's up? Oh, me? You talking to me?
Yeah, you. Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
Oh, no. Even people down here play that game?
You TCG players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up everywhere.
I was never one to play RPGs, never mind JRPGs, and never did I expect to spend as much money on a JRPG as I did. Well, technically, it isn't a JRPG, it's more like TRPG.
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding fellow Invocation aficionados? Anyway, care to join me for a game?
No, thank you, I'm good.
All right. No pressure.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this?
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all a competition, isn't it? It's all the same in my eyes. There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations play cards. So I came over to say hi.
Would you mind chatting with us for a moment?
Sure.
Great! Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little bit, right?
I thought you would have already heard everything by now.
Why don't you pick? We'll let you know if we've heard it already.
All right. Have you heard any strange rumors since you've arrived?
Let's not dwindle on the technicalities of the JRPG. I mean...
Ben, did you know that there are some people
who are always gossiping over the corner?
There are two guys who are always skulking around in the corners of corridors gossiping. The bigger guy is Quisto, and the skinny one is Lavaroon. I never really found their gossip very mind-blowing. And it's pretty much just the same stuff that I hear about when I'm at work every day. If you're interested, you can go talk with them.
Good to know. Do you have anything else to tell us?
Let me think. Sounds like you want to hear something a little more tantalizing.
Yeah, give us the juicy deets. My guess is 4.4, Chanyu 4.6.
Did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the Fortress of
New Fontaine
Mercury
area,
before?
4.7, 4.8, Dornsman Port.
Huh? Wait, are you serious?
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. Who knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though.
I don't know about 4.8 being Dornsman Port, though. I don't know about that, because I imagine around 4.8 and maybe later we might end up getting a quote-unquote new area in the form of a summer event. So, I don't know about that.
To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna lie, I kinda respect that.
By the way, do you happen to know anything about a forbidden zone?
A forbidden zone?
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never heard of it.
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time.
Very well then. Okay, well this one's closer. It may as well be over here.
Look, there are some people talking over there.
Well, let's go talk to them.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface
Big
act like
Fontaine
they're all
lore
a
in this
bunch
part.
of aristocrats.
Let's see.
Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal. We're marked for life.
Oh. Oh, I have an idea what they're gonna say.
I don't buy that.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
What kind of filthy bilgewater you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole with talk like that. Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me. Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
This dude sounds like the guy who tried to beat up Child way back at the beginning. Seriously, though.
And what makes you think they'd want to hire someone like you? It's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you is so confident.
The dude from earlier almost sounds like... Somehow he sounds like Marcus Phoenix in Gears of War, but somehow he smoked more packs of cigarette than Marcus Phoenix ever did.
Whoa. Sounds like they're really unhappy about the overworld. Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here say?
It's normal for convicts to be unhappy.
That's true.
Oh, great! The Honkai Impact also came here too, huh? Great. Great! I can never escape it somehow.
There's a group of people over there.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey,
Like,
hey,
that's
who are
not
you
a
two?
faucet.
Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking about something private.
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Yeah, fine. You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that much.
Thanks, you guys are really nice.
You hear that, Quisto? What nice!
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right?
Really? Are we that famous?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself?
Fair enough.
Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
As a non-native English speaker, I don't know what a faucet is. It's basically... A faucet is basically that thing that, you know how you turn on water in the sink? It's that. That's a faucet. It's a little mistake.
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it.
Your group?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't
Oh, yeah,
worry.
that one dude.
We're not playing with bombs or anything.
So, you two really like to gossip?
No. You don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with whom, who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along.
You listen.
When you're like, whoa, all this info's worth something, you know?
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
Wait, the most incredible welfare meal recently.
Right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
So it's a tap. Or do you mean the whole package? Sink, tap is a faucet. Honestly, I think it's just a tap, honestly.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing.
You are correct. I am a true professional. Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the fortress.
Oh boy, here comes the lore bomb. Let's go, guys. Did Laverne just wink at me? It seems he's saying, don't be upset, he's a good fellow.
Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. We're basically dogs to them.
So basically like real life. What else is new?
You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Risley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all
Gotcha.
kinds of special perks. Even better treatment in the infirmary.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day?
But did you know that Churia was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before he came here? There's no denying that.
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the fortress of Meripede, you're just another inmate like everybody else.
Why are these Southern and Italian at the same time? Interesting. According to Cuisault, a person named Jurio frequents the infirmary. Should take note of that.
Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
You mean he hit a woman? Wow.
He hit a
I
woman?
imagined he was that bad.
He's a domestic abuser?
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away.
He's smacking
got into a fight with a man, and she also
He's smacking
got sent to the
Siegewin?
infirmary. Come to think of it, I always see her going to the sick bay every couple of days, too.
Wait a second. You don't think?
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates?
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Juria to a pulp that one time. And we might be overthinking things.
Just like I'm English, but not English at the same time. Don't even know what a faucet is. Fair enough. The Jurio had a confrontation with a girl named Lorvine, who also frequently visits the infirmary.
Okay, we've
Lot of
talked
things.
to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny. According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
Well, to the production zone we shall go. Damn. No easy way to go there, then. Shocker. I should be fine with this team, right? I should. Oh, great. Did I really just go the wrong way? I think I did. I think I did go the wrong way. Wait, did I? I honestly don't know. It's like, I'm there, but not really at the same time. Damn, navigating this place is so damn confusing. Somehow. Gotta be from here, right? There we go. All right. Linny, you friggin' nerd, where you at? What's up?
That look in your eyes. You found something?
A little something, yeah.
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
God damn. Pylon, please. We're trying to do something here. I'm glad I got C1 Yolan now. Made navigating this place so much easier. You're telling me.
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention.
You summarized your findings to Lenny.
Huh. I'd have never guessed that myself. He is a harbinger after all. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
Well, the most important thing right now is to catch up to him.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that
Bingo!
he's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later.
Thank you.
No need to thank me. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Risley's watchful eyes.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
And likely one of the few strong characteristics of us as a main character.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Fremine will have to retrace Master Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
We've been working together for a long time. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now? We'll be able to pick up Fremine while we're at it, too.
Very well, then.
There's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Child's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone. Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Fremine prepare for his diving mission.
What do you want us to do?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off. Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs. You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover.
Sure.
But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first.
I'll give it my best shot.
My apologies. I just started rambling out of...
But that's not a bad thing, right?
Well, what if I'm the older sister? Hey, yo!
All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
Let's go our separate ways.
Damn, didn't even comment on that?
Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days.
Yeah, you begin slowly approaching the infirmary under the guise of just messing around aimlessly.
Hey, stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek. There seem to be several people inside.
Let's try eavesdropping on them first. Hide in the corner, try your best to eavesdrop on the people inside the infirmary. You only manage to catch bits and pieces of what they're saying.
I feel like it's not impossible.
Siege win.
Oh. It's a bit hard to understand them from here, so why don't we just try to talk to them in person?
Sure, okay. Oh, well.
Someone, please help! She's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't know what to do. Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion. Could it be poison? Let me take a look. Please lie down over here.
My stomach really hurts.
worry. I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly.
Sure, thanks.
You can do it, Traveler!
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
Okay. Ijuin has taken out a few instruments to begin doing a checkup. Hope I'm not so healthy that she gets suspicious.
My checkup has confirmed that she's not in any mortal danger. That's our worst fear out of the way. Eh? Oh, that's good. But I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now.
Ijuin's using her hands to palpate different areas of my abdomen. She says she's using elemental energy too. Her expression is growing more and more relaxed. Oh, great!
Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here?
It's not too bad.
And here?
Oh, that hurt a little.
Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here. Oh, how strange.
Oh, she's getting sussed out. That was acting. My acting was a bit over the top.
What about here? Does this hurt?
Not really. Could barely feel it.
Oh. I understand. I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomach ache when it decides to act up. So that's what it is. And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Wolsey, of this problem as soon as possible. Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days. Miss Levine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Very well.
Hey, Levine.
And she hopped away, just like that.
This infiltration mission is going more smoothly than I imagined. 2 people left in the room. Each one just called the woman Levine, so she has to be one of those frequent visitors in the infirmary I've heard before. Would that mean the man next to her is Jiryu?
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
Like a million... No, still not great. My bad. Can't keep staring at her. It'll draw unwanted attention. The guy also seemed to have noticed. Now he's looking in my direction, too.
Her stomach ache's really bad. She was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
If Miss Sijuin says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry.
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
Well, that's true.
What do you mean, that's true?
Huh?
That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know? Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sishuing take care of the sick and injured.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too?
That's correct. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
Are you two also sick?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Sijuin prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. You could say she fancies herself as Miss Sijuin's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
I mean, more than you, I suppose.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Hey, don't start arguing now. Please, keep it civil at least.
Damn. Inconsistent voice acting with text. Wow. Great. Immersion ruined. These two seem to have a pretty terrible relationship and only ran into each other because they came here to pick up the meds at the same time. But outside of the two of them, there's nothing suspicious inside the room. All the files on the table appear to be patient records, and while there's a box, can't check it out right now. There also aren't that many furnishings on the wall. There seems to be a movable hatch on the ground over there.
Hey! There's no need to fight! Everyone will be released someday, so there's no need to argue over silly things like this!
But...
What? Nothing.
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that.
The presence of a movable hatch isn't strange by itself, but perhaps it's my adventurous intuition speaking. But isn't it a bit strange that there's a movable hatch here of all places? Is it hiding
Please allow
something?
me to end this boring and useless conversation. Oh, and Mr. Jurier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place.
Oh, screw you too.
He just slowly walked off like that?
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
You really can't stand him, huh?
I mean, can you blame me? Who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Seashween should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine.
Thanks for looking after me.
No, it's nothing.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Perhaps.
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Seashween.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take one pill now, and then continue your bed rest.
Okay, take the stomach pill. Sweet.
Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
Did they talk about that before we walk in? Why don't I remember?
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon, too.
Thanks.
See ya!
Okay, there we go. Was it?
I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right? I just want to double-check a few details. And those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? So her primary symptoms are abdominal pain, with secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else? That's it. All right, then. Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds? No, her base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure she'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Got it. Paimon will hold the Traveler to that for sure.
Oh, God. Seachween's still looking at me. I should just take a nap, like she said.
Oh, you're going to take a nap already?
I mean, may as well.
We've been to lots of places together. She may look a bit under the weather now, but she's actually super strong. Oh, so you're the best of companions.
That word brings forth a wave of comfort. You let yourself relax and fall into restful sleep. What's up?
How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left.
I feel a lot better. Thank you both.
Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Thank you, Miss Seashween.
Return to the dorms. Yeah, I guess we can't go to the thing here, right? No, not yet. Well, to the dorms we go then. Okay, well, we definitely did get some intel here and there, but it's only a matter of when we'll be able to execute said plan. Well, I mean, 9 days from now, in-game. But still, I'm talking about in-game. I'm talking about IRL. Like, is it like 2 hours or so?
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death!
Did I say anything I shouldn't have?
No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, don't take my grilled fish, and put down the Adeptus Temptation now! Paimon talked with Seashween the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room. Are you sure we're not going off track with the infirmary?
Are we really off track, though? There are still a few weird things about the place. That movable hatch on the ground, as well as the question Siegewin asked Luvine. Also, were they really talking about meds before we walked in? And was Luvine and Juria's argument genuine, or were they just putting on a show? Okay, hear me out. We eat you.
Whoa, you really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on.
Okay, next few days, work as normal. I mean, they may as well. Pass the slip to a busy Lynette. As she happens to pass by, disguise is impeccable. Like passing notes? And that's how we pass the notes. Great. The promised 9th day arrives. Damn, we've been in jail for so long.
Let's go meet up with Vinny.
All right, Delaney.
Oh.
Oh!
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
Nope.
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule.
That's good. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago, and as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremine's help, you've already done more than enough. Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Oh, I'm not opposed to helping you.
Perhaps that's true. You are both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else. You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling, so I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
Well, everyone could use some more friends.
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any peril. Fremine and Lynette feel the same way.
I get it now.
Glad to hear it. Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns.
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Siegewin always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her.
All right.
Also, I'm her brother, remember?
Okay,
Fair enough.
then let's head over right away.
Quickly. We just teleport there, right? Yep, we do. Head to the infirmary in secret. Hello and goodbye.
Lynette should be here right now. Huh. Strange.
As expected, Siegewin isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
Did she have found a lead and left to follow it?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here.
Okay.
All right. Some clue hunting.
There are some books here and a few files. Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients. These sure are some interesting books. She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings.
Seems quite normal to me. None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right?
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest, while she left to retrieve the medication.
But this bed is still unmade.
Which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
That's not a good sign. I'm sure she's fine, right? Now the trap door.
Wait, this thing? The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure. Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
The look on Lenny's face, he's definitely beginning to panic. Probably said that subconsciously more for himself than anything else.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here.
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, "Out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message."
This is...
Is that all?
Is there anything on the back?
The back.
Show me! Now!
Oh. It's a trap!
That look on your face. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now? No. Could she have? Is she already?
Writhsley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait.
I'll be back.
You mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Why would he choose to act during our second infiltration attempt instead of the first?
Yes, that is a crucial question. You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Writhsley. We're a completely different story, though.
Why didn't he go after you as well?
I'd like to know that, too. Why did he only go after her? Don't panic, just think everything over. I have to stay calm. Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means the fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds. Could Writhsley have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
He deliberately made them both disappear.
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Writhsley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down.
Lenny, calm down.
Don't be like this, Lenny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our fault.
No, I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I'll go talk to Writhsley.
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler, please talk some sense into him.
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
Yep, there he goes.
He's rushed out the door! After him!
Alright, let's go get him. Oh shit.
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so?
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. Someone! Please help! She's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. As expected, they've already found this place. What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted. Oh my! What's wrong, little one?
What the
Being able
hell?
to read human expressions is quite the useful skill.
Wow.
Lenny, wait!
Wow.
It's no use. We have
What
to
the
get to
hell?
him.
What the shit? The plot
He's
twist.
already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Risley's office.
What the hell is that plot twist? And this is why you should never trust cute things. You should never trust it. Enter the office. Jesus Christ. Now we're left with more questions than answers.
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the Traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not. What do you really want?
Lenny!
Oh boy.
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
Where are they? Where are my siblings? Where are their siblings?
Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is
Where'd they
currently having a
go?
cup of the fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So where do you think he may be right now?
Wait, you can't mean you locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremine's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating.
Fair enough.
Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
Well, you got it, but you ain't gonna like it.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no-man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Furina have already received many samples as gifts.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
Linny!
Why?
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Fremenet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5...
Wait,
2...
Oh shit.
1. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Can we really not talk about this some more?
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws.
Spare the two.
Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found, I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request.
All right.
Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
Can't believe he's asking about the hidden rules. If I recall correctly, if you keep working without any rest during lunch hour on the 3rd day, you'll find a portion of strange meat in your welfare meal. It's a good thing that we already run through investigation on this one. Let's see if I can remember all the clues. Should be able to find an answer if I could piece everything together. Oh no! Yep. If you break the hidden rule of the production zone, your welfare meal might contain some strange meat. Who will see it if you keep working continuously?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking at them. Fanta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product has to undergo a trial because even Fanta's own employees have a lot of reservations about it. The research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. Because of that, the Melusines have also developed a sense of aesthetics that appear rather strange and alien to humans. According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fanta company sponsored it. I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch.
Okay.
The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking at them. The research note said that Fanta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial.
Who will see it if you keep working if you keep working continuously?
Fanta's internal reports suggest that we often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoner.
Under what circumstances does the strange meat appear?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty. The Fanta promoter has been struggling because Fanta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the research note said that the Melusine... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fanta company sponsored it. The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't... According to Collins, I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch.
Okay. Under what circumstances does the strange meat appear?
The research note said that the Melusine race I've been told that the infirmary is always empty. The Fanta promoter has been struggling. Fanta's internal reports the Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value. I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. According to Collins, the Pancration the research note said that the Melusine race
Oh boy. Oh god.
So that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed? The hidden rule of the production zone.
Oh,
People
why did you
have to
bring
go to
it?
work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal. At first, we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared, but in reality, they were all prepared by Sijuin, the head nurse. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sijuin visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sijuin has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. However...
Oh god. Don't tell me that's what I think it is.
Unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out. Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged. All right, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
If someone tries to support both boxers at the same time, they'll receive a package in the next morning, which contains a strange blood-colored liquid. We've also done a lot of research on this matter. Okay. If you violate the hidden rules of the Pinkerton ring, you will receive a bag containing strange blood-covered fluid. Okay. Who sent the package containing the strange blood-colored fluid?
I've been told that the infirmary is always... Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product.
Likely this. No.
We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at... The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the... The research note said that According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it. The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coup. Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an... The Fonta promoter has been struggling because...
Hey, there we go. It was just a lucky guess.
Ah, Paimon gets this rule too now. That hidden rule of the Pancration ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange, blood-colored liquid. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fonta trial product. A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fonta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making.
It was Gatorade the whole time.
The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale, to see how it might be received by customers. They came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fonta product here. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
So we're the idiots in this equation, right?
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light. Although, based on your description, that Fonta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company. All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
We haven't collected enough info to answer that question.
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing Lynette and Fremine never even crossed your mind.
Lenny!
You'll pay for this! Ah!
Oh, shit.
Lenny, are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sijuin. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace.
She has a gun!
Sijuin? Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Sijuin... You...
Are you his accomplice in all this?
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur Nervulette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
If you're this close with Neuvillette, why not learn a thing or two about virtue from him?
But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace?
My dear Sijuin, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. What are you talking about? What time?
Time has come, and so have I.
Take me if you want. Let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sijuin, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
You... What are you doing?
I believe I hear footsteps.
A familiar figure bursts into the room.
Some space, please.
Ah, Miss
Clorinde.
Clorinde. My door.
And Fremine.
Fremine... Fremine!
They're moving.
What's going on? What is Cloran doing here?
Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
These symptoms. He's been infected.
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
Oh, shit!
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
Uh-oh.
I'll talk to Clorand while you get Fremine to where he needs to be.
Oh, God. Try to understand the situation of the people around. Jesus. Lenny's expression looks disgusted. It's like he'd rather not have Siegeween touch Fremine. Still, he didn't stop her, since it's obvious that Fremine does require urgent medical care. Siegeween's examining Fremine carefully. She doesn't look too upset, which is a good sign. Hope Fremine will be okay.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress?
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
Lenny has finally begun to stop tensing in the muscles on his face. Seems that he trusts what Siegeween just said. Jeez. My goodness. Now this.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Siegeween may have been forced to shoot Mr. Linney again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time... well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Along with everything else, I suppose.
Linny, are you okay?
I'll be fine.
Are you sure? You don't look alright.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
And there she is, Lynette.
Lenny! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too.
Everyone's here, kind of.
Fremine? Is he...
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
Lenny and Lynette immediately come to lift Fremine up. Hey.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it. Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us?
Sure.
The Duke and Clarande are gone. They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Fremine out of the sea.
Clarande Saint Fremine from the sea. Just what happened there? A lot of things happened, honestly. Right. To the infirmary we go. Jesus, a lot of things just happened. I need time to, like, to figure out what exactly is happening here. But I get the feeling that once we return to the infirmary and then go back to the office, we'll have some questions answered. Swear to God, though, the meat is made out of what I think it is. Ugh. Oh, hi.
He's awake. Fremine, how do you feel?
Lynette.
We're all here.
Where am I?
The infirmary, at the Fortress of Meripede, Miss... How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long.
Yeah, to be fair, we only met for a couple minutes.
The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it.
What happened after you snuck into the pipes?
Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
Let's see. Oh, so we get to play as him for a bit? It's domain time.
I'm in. Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. Where could Master Child be?
Where could he be? But yeah, we do get to play as him. Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. First time playing as Fremine. Crazy enough. I'm back. Dude, you missed everything!
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it? Yeah.
Alright. Oh shit. Oh God! Your resurrection. Yep, definitely a domain. A domain in disguise.
It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Yeah, put that back down and then go around like that, right? Permanate isn't too bad. Basically, Eula, but 4-star, not waifu. Means if you want, he can be waifu. Keyword could. He could be. There we go.
This is where the water starts. Master Child probably dived into the water.
Oh, time to dive. Continue investigation. If only he has his helmet while he's swimming. But hey, can't get everything, right? But that will make him too special for a 4-star.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be going in the right direction. Oh, there are traces here too. I need to keep going. Huh? The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait. What the... My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on? No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
Not anymore. With all that water, I'd also find it hard to breathe. Fair point.
I can't die here.
But again, if he had his helmet, things would have been so much easier.
This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater. I have to push on.
Oh, there goes. Here comes Clorind. The only in-game thing we see of her, aside from standing around.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have gone.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress.
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress.
Miss Clarande, you say?
You're still too weak for Monet. You can go after you've had some more rest.
Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarande will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
She was also sent into prison. Next week, Nouvellette story quest, another banger of a quest. Definitely will.
A guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask His Grace about that. Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on.
No, please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
Fair enough.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave.
Understood.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now.
Thank you.
All right. Wait.
I
I'm also really sorry, Linny.
Don't say that. It was all my fault. I was the one who should have been more careful.
If I was stronger, maybe I would have already found Master Child.
No, how can you say that?
Huh?
I'm sorry.
What I'm hearing is, we all dropped the ball at some point during the mission.
Yeah, that's right.
Lenny, we understand that you're worried about us, but we're worried about you as well.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Next. Let's get to some more exposition, boys. Let's go. Have you seen Ryle's basement yet? Not just yet. Or at least I don't think so. Hello. We're here for that tea.
Excuse me.
I take it Mr. Fremenet's condition has
Man's
stabilized?
basement is stacked. Oh, never mind then. Never mind. I think I know.
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Seasley?
Let's just say I've seen the images. God damn. He got that.
I wanted to check up on Miss Cloran.
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me.
Well, want to explain yourself, Risley?
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten?
Please, enlighten us as much as you'd like.
Where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Then Paimon will begin.
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals.
And you didn't stop them?
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Linny's group would just do your work for you?
Why not?
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him.
He can
I
enlighten
began
me,
to
no
intervene
homo.
out of
Are
concern
you
for
sure
your
though?
safety,
That cake though.
and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Are the rumors true? That you're also a former criminal?
Now, why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
That's fair.
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Cloran down here?
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
And saving Fremine was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already.
So the zone really exists?
That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts. All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Fremine.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Why not? We made it this far.
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant?
You've heard worse.
Follow me.
Right. Anything around here? Nope. Oh, so there really is a basement.
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede is.
All right. Let's go check it out. I don't like the placement of the door there.
Stand on the central plate.
This isn't a trap, right?
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa!
Oh, there we go. Once everyone has taken their positions on the circular plate, it begins to slowly move downwards.
So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special.
Should I go for Ryo if I don't get Nuvalet? He is the first cryo catalyst, but that means no Hydro Archon until the next rerun. Unless my 3.1 luck returns and I get back-to-back banner 5 stars. Doubt though. If you don't trust your luck, then probably not. And that is...
What a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
Okay. Uh-oh. We're on our own here. I don't like this music, bro!
Huh. So there's a switch on the side.
Stand back.
Whoa! They all just went up one by one!
What's that?
Go on, have a look.
A big cog. This room is really empty with nothing here, which is quite strange on its own. There's also a device smack dab in the middle of the room, which looks like some kind of massive sluice gate.
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally. Normally I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be tracking?
The water pressure?
Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary.
The amount of primordial water?
The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Furina displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
concentration of primordial seawater? But we're already under the sea!
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising. Yes,
It's
very
leaking
likely.
out. Oh shit.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Novelette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh. Oh!
Seems like you've figured it out.
Oh god.
I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all.
If this gate falls, all of Fontaine will fall with it.
Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
The thing, it's that legend. A prophecy.
But that's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right above a sluice gate for the primordial sea? Who built this place anyway?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon, Egeria, ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold. Some of them began to repent, and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them, and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves." And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
Oh god, the audio.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the
Oh god, the audio.
prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea.
Do you believe in prophecies?
To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third.
So, as the Duke, just what do you plan to do about it?
Let's go somewhere else. I want to show you something.
All right. Yeah, lots of lore dumps being performed here. It's getting crazy.
This is it.
The door.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone!
Huh? Lorvine and Jurier?
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
I'm skeptical as well.
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers
The
from the
Lovebirds,
Fontaine Research
clearly,
Institute.
yeah.
He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin?
Ed who?
He's the one who blew the whole institute sky high. Everyone knew he was a bit crooked in the head, but you're not a local, so I guess it's possible for you not to have heard of him.
Edwin's main areas of research were archaeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well.
You want to blow up the fortress of Meripede?
You got dynamite?
Ah, what a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus!
Hey, like, not now, not now. I'm imagining a bunch of dynamite in the fortress now. Like, hold up. Like, let him cook. Let him cook a little.
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants.
Ooh, are they together?
Was that really necessary?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Jeez, forget I said anything then.
Hey, man, you're trying to be Cupid here? I feel you. I feel you.
Follow me.
Right,
Whoa,
so...
there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
Damn. Even Risley is aware.
Paimon really
That
thinks
transition, though!
cool.
Is this just a normal room?
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And
Boy.
here you go.
What is that?
What a huge ship?
Holy Jesus!
This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
Noah's Ark. That's what they're making.
How much do you know about Fontaine?
Noah's Ark for Genshin. Your comment just came up. I didn't even see that.
Not much at all.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves. He called his nation Lemuria, and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try.
Okay, I know that this is a background, so to speak. I don't think we'll be able to travel through there, but that looked kind of good. That kind of looked good, though. Visually, it looks pretty good.
So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontainians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster.
This is a plan for the ages.
Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. Alright, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions?
Boy, is this a time where we get to ask him a lot of things?
Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back.
Damn it! Damn it, man!
I'll leave you here for now.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those three as well.
He means that my actions now will decide the next steps the Lenny group takes. In other words, if I want to tell Lenny the truth, I must make him understand that we cannot afford excessive conflict right now.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
Sure.
Great. I look forward to what happens next.
Jesus. All right. That is such a bomb. I'm gonna miss the cool cutscenes. Unless.
We're back!
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
How can you be so much like Risley, always drinking tea?
To be fair, I drink a lot of water, so I get him.
Huh. Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something now. While I was sedated, I could still barely hear two people talking next to me. They were discussing everything, from the leaves, to the water, and even the teacups themselves.
Must have been Risley and Sijween.
Yeah, I heard one male voice and one female, so...
I really can't make sense of this place.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Risley?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations?
Feeling better now?
Yeah, I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now.
Hell yeah.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sijween is also busy with something or other. So
What do you think
let's
about
just
Sijween?
talk here.
The little bitch.
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions. Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is, the long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the fortress of Mirapede.
Ooh, he's good.
That's our Lenny.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Child for him. What's more, the Fortress of Mirapede is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Udex Nervulet. As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the two factions are pitted against each other, Risley will be free to move between the parties of interest.
I'm just curious to find out how exactly she's a cross between human and Mezzoline. I hope to God it's just a cause of alchemy, like well, you know. But I dread to think about the alternative.
If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related to the secret of the infirmary, but I just can't think of what it could be.
Lenny's grasp of the big picture is amazing.
You're super smart.
Thanks so much. If Risley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater. That can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see. He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly. I don't have enough information, so...
You shared the information you just learned with Lenny and the company. Uh-oh. Now's not the time for disputes.
I can't believe it.
The sea will engulf everyone.
Could Risley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis?
Diplomacy.
If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Risley have known that?
Or perhaps he didn't know and just wanted to bring Father over to his side? Which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. No matter what, we're on your side. The two of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't be standing here right now if not for you.
Yay!
If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time.
Yeah, we're gonna get a orange juice and all that. Not, I was gonna say beer, but honestly, they are not of age. These people specifically.
Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the three of us basically see you as family now.
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting Linny when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us. We didn't think you were going to do it.
Well, I mean, we are the main characters. It's our job.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
Newfound respect. We can work together again if necessary.
Given your strength, you might not need our help at all. But if you are ever in danger, we will try our best to protect you.
Can we shout your name? Like, Shao?
Aw, the sound of that makes Paimon feel all warm and safe inside.
Paimon!
Paimon's hungry.
Oh, you've done so much already. Go get some food.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
Oh boy, I wonder if something special will be happening at the cafeteria. He thinks. Hell yeah! You guys get some grub.
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well. Traveler and Paimon, over here.
Hello.
Are you here for dinner too, Miss Sijween? And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Cloran's dinner as well.
Cutscenes? Let's hope.
Huh. You're right. She's actually sitting in the fortress cafeteria.
We may as well just talk to her, right?
What would you like to eat?
Wait, we could choose?
Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
Then I'll have the tastiest stuff you have to offer. I'll get the biggest portion you have to offer. A taste.
Phew, don't forget Paimon. No problem. Just leave it to me.
No, 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 no. No, you do not. The meal Sijwin ordered for you arrived. Unlike days prior, taste is strange, but she insisted they are very nutritious. Okay, the shakes generally taste pretty terrible at the very
So delicious.
Raid dinners are the best.
Is this how it feels to be freeloaders? Wait a second, we did do plenty of work after all.
We deserve this.
Feeling full yet? How's the food? Delicious. I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see the expression on your face just now? Sijween, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand human beings?
¿Por qué no los dos?
Both, I suppose.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, there you go.
I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you. You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still talk and act like an older sister.
I think that goes without saying.
Really? You're reminded of an older sister? That's great to hear.
Oh no, you're really fueling the fire. Oh no. Don't do that.
Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's office? When you said that you were protecting Linny and his siblings as well. Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. I was getting a bit worried after hearing that something was wrong with the water. Thankfully, Clorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also sealed the pipes after Clorand left, to make sure that Linny wouldn't impulsively chase after his brother. Although the path was blocked, we still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linny as well. You were all super considerate and really thought everything through. It's just what we do down here at the fortress. Oh, I really wish Monsieur Nervulette would come down here more often too.
Uh-huh.
I feel like he'd like it here, with all the darkness and chaos.
But that doesn't make sense at all. It's hard to imagine Neuvillette outside of his office.
Get a good night's rest, you two. You both worked very hard.
Well, can we talk to Clorinde, though? Can we do that? Return to the dormitories to rest. No, 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 no. We talk to her.
Clorinde!
Ah, it's you two.
How's dinner?
It's all right. Miss Sigewin really put in a lot of effort.
So we heard that Risley invited you to come down to help, and you saved Fremonade too.
Oh, it was child's play.
Still, Paimon didn't know even champion duelists could take on side jobs. Oh, and why aren't you eating with Sigewin and the Duke? Won't you get bored eating by yourself?
Miss Sigewin was with you, and the Duke has business of his own.
Actually, didn't Navia say that you went out for dinner with her as well?
Yeah. First time in a long time.
First time in a long time? So you mean you've gone out to dinner with her in the past?
In the past, yes.
I imagine when they were kids or something.
You seem to be enjoying yourselves here.
This is technically a work trip for us, too.
Things will be getting messy at the fortress soon. Don't run around unnecessarily.
No promises. Damn, she's gone. Alright. So we should be almost there, right? Unless something else happens.
So much has happened. Paimon's super sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
Hell yeah, can't wait to dream about Tartaglia again. Why? Karina, why? You know what? That's cute. That's cute. I'll let you have this. Really immediately fell asleep.
Delicious. Paimon wants seconds for free.
Because the best things in life are free. Time for another cutscene, right? Right?
Out of my way! Get out of my way!
Oh.
What happened? Why is everyone running? No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Oh. I don't like the rumbling.
Who's yelling?
What's that sound? We need to get out and see what's going on. Oh. Panic! The time to panic is now.
What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are you doing?
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Hey!
Goodbye.
Wait. What's wrong with these people? They won't even talk to us.
They're here! Yeah, there you are!
What's up?
Oh, thank goodness!
Thank goodness!
Do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. Laveroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed, yet you only find out once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people are missing.
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up?
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us.
He said his grace said to evacuate outwards?
Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outwards.
That means whatever happened must have happened down below. The gate!
Oh no, it can't be that thing!
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey, where are you going?
We have to go find the Duke! You two just go and get out! Go on without us!
May as well.
Hey! Be careful!
Same to you, bro.
Attention! Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards
Run, bro! Alright, let's see what's up. God. What's going on? We are confused. Go to the Forbidden Zone. Oh, cutscene time. What's up, man?
They're here.
Just like I said.
What happened?
You're just in time. But be ready to run.
Punch it! Don't celebrate just that early, man.
Three, two, one.
Woo! There we go.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense.
Let's go get him.
The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
They're really paired up well together, I gotta say. They're weirdly paired up well together. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm okay with that. Right, so we're going back up?
Neuvillette? Why are you here?
You know, don't you?
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately.
Oh, God
Furina
damn it.
will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Furina and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her.
Alright, explain everything else to me later then.
Will do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
Alright, we'll be switching places then, okay? To the Epic Cliffs. What's with this happy music? This is no time to be happy, damn it! The time to panic is now.
Look, there are a ton of Fatili Palais Mermonia people over there.
Yeah.
Are you two the traveler in Paimon? Monsieur Neuvillette has left instructions. Please follow me.
Sure thing.
Though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence. But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Furina to the best of your abilities.
Sure. We'll do that. Alright. Where could they be? Upstairs? Hello!
Oh, so you two are the honored guests Miss Furina mentioned.
Perhaps.
Of course, of course. How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishments. I am the knave.
one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers.
This is the knave, the head of the House of the Hearth, and the Liddy siblings' father. She certainly does not seem easy to deal with. Greetings.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit beside me.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Furina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time. See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Furina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day. Here, why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
How do you know Paimon's name? Oh, never mind, I'm stupid. She seems friendly enough, but that can't all be there is to her. The knave is a force to be reckoned with. I should be very cautious around her.
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
Quite tasty. I think Paimon agrees too.
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Furina and I.
Well, I mean... Wait. Child should have no reason to have said something like that.
I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know. Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
I have faith in his abilities.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive, yeah.
Green looks quite nervous. There must be some kind of bad blood between her and the knave.
Oh, so you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Furina. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Child was subdued by Udex Nuvillette right in front of you. Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person. I must express my admiration for Monsieur Nuvillette.
I managed to find a few leads on his whereabouts.
Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Child disappeared.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that Child is still alive.
Oh, and just how do you know that?
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Mirapede.
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
Well...
Paimon's statement just left us wide open.
The Fortress of Mirapede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely?
We do not. But there was also no evidence that he's been injured or killed.
Ah, that is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the opera house. Is it something like that?
Turning up the pressure. Not sure if I'll be able to convince her, but I can at least try to distract her from Furina. That sounds good to me, yes.
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how it's worded. Huh?
Although, I'd probably say it's more accurate to say, my dearest Tonya, right?
Hold on. The water in the teacup is shaking.
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come, Miss Furina.
Huh? I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
Meanwhile...
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
A day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled, and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day! This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe. This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
There is a chance.
All
There's
right.
quite a chance.
Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
Indeed. But only for now.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Oh.
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Marmonia for long.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
There's a chance. Yeah. I can see why.
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house. Miss Furina, as the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or should I say, that's what I originally thought. But looking at your expression, was I wrong? And you haven't a clue?
What are you trying to say?
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontanian. You know the prophecy by heart, and also that every part of it is being proven true. Yet, here you are relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable? The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Hearth have devoted everything to saving their homeland. But you? It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures!
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now. Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me. Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high!
Furina's not acting like her usual self. She's actually seriously refuting the knave's accusations. She means what she says. She's not putting up a front.
Then I ask you, Miss Furina, just what have you been working on? Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time. It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes. Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan for the impending disaster?
An emergency response plan?
Oh, that look in your eyes. Have you not even prepared one of those?
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Furina, what is the purpose of your Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal? And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
The Oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken,
I missed the
someone
cutscene?
is
You
using
did.
it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Furina. I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium. But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon? Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Nouvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Furina, I suppose you must have ordered him away to take care of some troublesome business.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Furina, you seem quite insecure without the Udex by your side. Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone.
These aren't topics I can speak about. I don't even know what Nouvellette's task was. If I had to guess, he probably went down to deal with the surging primordial sea. But can he really deal with it all by himself? And is Furina being truthful or not?
Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? Those who work hard deserve gratitude and praise.
Thanks, I guess.
You too, Paimon.
Thank you. Paimon will take you up on that offer. Oh, Paimon's super full. That cake was great.
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality. Yes, and we must thank the knave for bringing these over as well.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Furina's table. and I was merely catering to Miss Furina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea. It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day?
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss Child before I must be on my way.
Very well then.
Paimon's coming too!
Jesus.
The tea party turned out to be even more difficult than I'd imagined. Why are you looking at me like that? Is something the matter?
I missed both
If there's
cutscenes.
nothing
Yes, you did.
urgent, then
Yes, you
I
did.
shall be retiring for now.
Dildo. Jesus Christ. That was definitely tense.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, Child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
That's what Paimon thought.
So, what do you want to say?
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude.
There's no need. Was there nothing else you wanted to say?
That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings. I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them.
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Linny's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me. By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Furina? You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily. Allow me to share my perspective with you.
All right.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the Fortress of Meripede.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused?
Even she thought he was on vacation.
Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it myself. I need to meet with Furina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
Are you shipping Wriothesley and Clorinde like the rest of us, or no? The answer is yes. Weirdly, I found them cute together. So yeah, I do agree.
Oh? Come over here, you little critter, you!
Like, get over here, you little Damn.
You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Furina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment it was attached to the hook, the bait is meant to be sacrificed. It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydronosis is not currently held by the Archon. In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Also, we need that outfit for her. Yes, it will. It will come. It'll come in 2099.
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me. I'm begging you, please.
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even Furina dares not mention this incident to anyone. Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Furina quietly cried alone. She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake. There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps Iudex Neuvillette is actually the genuine article. I have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the fortress of Meripede. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Ridesley.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a Harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities. Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Iudex Neuvillette. Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue my investigation of Furina and Iudex Neuvillette.
She's weak, no power to speak of.
The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meripede will be a front. Lenny and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering.
Curious. Very curious.
You should know the rest. Lenny's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
Please, Paimon, say it louder for everyone else to hear.
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Furina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Damn, she really did call me out. What the hell?
Alright then.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Furina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that Iudex Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon, but now, that doesn't seem right to me either.
How do you come to that conclusion?
I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Iudex Neuvillette or Furina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon. Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not require justification. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth. Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you. You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday.
Uverlet?
He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Neverlet, is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur. Thank you for protecting Furina.
May we ask what happened down there?
To put it simply, I used my power to force back the primordial sea and reseal the sluice gate.
As for what happened on our side?
So as expected, the knave has turned up the pressure on Furina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives.
Can I ask you some questions?
Permission granted.
Thanks. You have enough power to force back the primordial sea. Does this mean you have some deeper connection with the Hydro Archon?
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though.
That's not an immediate no.
You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Furina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics.
I will say this. It's very interesting in the way that he responded, because it's not... He's not saying no, like, he's not saying yes, but he's not saying no either. Perhaps there is a connection here. I don't know if he is the true Archon or not, but considering the answer that he just gave, there's a high chance that he might be. Because it's neither yes, but it's not no either. What did you sense in the fortress of Meropide?
I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief and suffering. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
Hey there, Scarlet. How's it going?
Huh?
It's raining.
Why is it raining all of a sudden?
Paimon, you might know the answer. The clear sky suddenly filled with dark clouds. The rain became heavier, light rain soon growing to a downpour. And just moments before, Neuvillette had just mentioned his sense of grief. Thinking back to that legend and what Fremine has said. I'm good, how about you? I'm doing alright, thank you. Neuville, it's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Every time it weeps, skies would cloud and pour out rain. Neuvillette, you can't be here.
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking?
He's the dragon sovereign of water.
The dragon of... what? Huh?
Please do not be so surprised. Furina?
Neuvillette! Neuvillette, are you listening?
Ah, my apologies.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're
We
not
all knew this
actually
already.
the dragon
To be fair,
sovereign of
yeah,
water, right?
From
Well, if you don't want to
Act
confirm
2,
or deny,
yeah. Neuvillette resembles a Melusine and a dragon, to be honest. To me, he's more dragon than Melusine. Melusine, my bad. If you don't want to confirm or deny.
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
A dragon.
Right, of course. We'll definitely help you keep it a secret. There's still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
There's something else about this. I don't know.
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood. They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
In the lore or trailer for 4.1, it said that Melusines can't be trusted. So does New Villette. So I think he's an offspring of a Melusine and a dragon. These are all just theories after all. Well, we'll just have to continually come up with what exactly New Villette is until more information comes, until we see more quests coming along. Regardless, I am heavily invested. I am very interested with what's going to happen.
There are 7 elemental archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history.
Okay, so he's not a dragon, but he definitely has... It was passed down.
In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meropide? Paimon is a little worried.
Just like a water on hydrophobic furniture, but sticking onto the lore. I think it's confusing, but I did confuse myself. Well, to be fair, this particular act definitely gave players a lot of information to latch onto now, like regarding the fortress, regarding New Villette, regarding the greater world of Tivat. At least more so compared to not just prior acts, but also from even the acts in Sumeru. This is actually very interesting. See you later, New Villette.
We'll see you another time.
Take care.
And then returns to the prison to learn more. Damn, we're going back? I do wonder though, hold on a second. Hold up a minute. Damn, where did she go? Where'd she go?
Sun's out, guns out. Just sucks that I got so much work to do.
Damn it, she's gone. Furina is not here. Oh well. I tried. Yeah, Fortress of Meropide might be... hey, come on now. Don't feel too bad about it. Don't feel too bad. Besides, this has been such a huge lore dump. I would honestly be shocked if it didn't screw around with people's brains. You know what I mean? So yeah, don't feel too bad. Anyway, let's go back to these guys.
Now guess, what suit will this next card be?
A bare teeth cat?
Furina might be released at 4.2 or 4.3. There's a chance. Well, it's actually going to be the next one, 4.2, because there was already an image of Furina and Charlotte for, like, you know, regarding the drip marketing. So there's a high chance, there's a definite guarantee that they'll be coming in 4.2.
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler, Paimon.
Hello, everyone.
Looks like you're recovering nicely from it, eh?
Mm-hmm. Thanks to everyone's support. Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Clarant in person.
Remonade's voice sounds depressing. Well, to be fair, he'll... Yeah, kind of.
Whoa,
kind of.
how did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the opera house and we met the knave.
You met Father? Did she say anything to you?
She said a few things that were, a bit hard to understand. And also that she's looking forward to working with us in the future.
It was a little surprising. I think Claranda might be later in the 4.5 or more. Possibly. Possibly.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now might also include you.
Mm-hmm. Father is very capable, and also trustworthy.
Watch Arlecchino get the 4.5, get the X.5 curse. Oh no.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Lenny was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometimes.
Got it.
Huh. That does sound like something that Father would say.
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent.
Yep, we'll be stuck
I
in
will
jail
host a
for a
tea
while.
party.
For real? Then Paimon wants another serving of cake.
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there.
Oh.
Well, next time, you're going to have tea and snacks with us.
You let out too much information, Paimon. Alright. Let's see here. Who's next? Who's closer? Below. Siegewin. What's up?
Siegewin! Traveler! Paimon, you're back! Are you still doing alright? Did either of you get hurt?
Hey, we're doing great.
We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it? A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Nervulette paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being. Of course, we must also thank you for the help you provided. How did Nervulette know that he was needed here? Well, Monsieur Nervulette has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced. I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded.
Oh, yeah.
They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days.
Sure, why not?
Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared. I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
Is it me or Diona and Lynette are the only people that do not have ears? And the others are just fake except for Kirara's tail? Well, let's see. Diona's right here. Now, to be fair, you can't really see her ears because, well, the hair model. And then, as for Lynette, I guess she's a pure cat. Possibly. Honestly, the same thing goes for Goro. You would see it at the attack animations. Oh, Siegewin looks like she uses a sword. Hold on. Something tells me sword. I don't know why. are we going through here? This way? Oh, it must be the bombshell bros, right? Yeah, there they go. What's up?
You guys are back?
Indeed we are.
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
Huh? No, not at all.
Ah, and here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion.
We're sorry, but we just had some business to take care of.
Yep, we're just thrown back into jail. Great.
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just relieved to see you.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
Something like that, yeah. I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worried about your prison pals. Is there? I mean, considering how they always love listening to all my gossip.
Well, you're not wrong.
These two. They sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
I'm sure the welfare meals must have just skyrocketed in quality recently.
Oh, well, if you say so.
I'll be back hopefully in time
I'll
to
be
catch the last
watching
bit.
you to make
Let's just
sure
hope for
you
the
finish
best.
every
Let's
last
hope.
bite.
Besides, I think we're almost done, right? And then next, Clorinda and Risley. Hopefully just catching up with T. Unless... Ah, they're not here! Bro. Ooh.
Courier, Miss Sijween told me you still haven't eaten.
Yeah, I was working on something, so I forgot.
That's no excuse for... Huh? It's you two.
What's up?
Courier, Lurvine, we're back!
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently. How have you been?
We're fine, thanks.
And you? Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though. So don't say a word to anyone.
Sure.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Oh yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Shame!
Not at all!
Okay, there we go, Risley, there we go. So yeah, go up. Damn, no Clorindo? Alright. Hey, what's up, man?
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
Why not? It feels like home.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything still alright?
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the Courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere.
Don't think that's gonna work.
He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sijween's gift with him, though.
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Cloran has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Sijween.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Neuvillette got the milkshake. Cloran received lipstick instead.
Sure, okay.
Those aren't even remotely alike.
I wonder what Sijween's trying to say, huh? What are you trying to say here, Sijween? Clorin is pretty, like, by herself. She doesn't need anything else.
Well, it's Neuvillette's own fault for making Sijween worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies. Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Oh, sweet.
Are these from Sijween too?
Nope, they're from yours truly.
Aw,
You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
Oh, great. So that's gonna be in a couple of years?
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
Is the food still covered?
You may access the cafeteria for free.
Hell yeah.
Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
Oh, very well. Yeah, we're free for now. Return to the dormitories to rest. Oh, but we still get to sleep in prison. Great. Well, technically this is our home aside from the teapot. I guess if we just want to be technical with it. Still. All right. The time to chill has come. This is likely the end.
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer prisoners, though, so it really doesn't feel the same.
It feels like we regained our freedom.
Mm-hmm. Being free sure feels pretty special now.
Is there something you'd like to say?
Huh? How did you know?
Because you usually just immediately fall asleep.
Hey, that's not true! All right. Okay, Paimon just wanted to say that we really are an amazing duo after all.
Why are you saying that now?
It's like we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends. There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go. Isn't that pretty cool?
We're the best adventurers ever.
You're counting Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here?
Oh, being a guide counts too.
Then let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today forward. Just our thoughts making Paimon giddy. Oh, Paimon's gonna crash, so you sleep soon too. The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell. The primordial seawater nearly rose up. That was so scary. We should be safe now, right?
We'll be fine, so don't worry, Paimon.
All right then. Good night to you, traveler.
Yep. And then cutscene involving child. Let's go. No way. I was half kidding. What the hell? That's a big ass whale. And it just ends right there? Damn, it just ends right there. No question, no nothing. Wow. It ends just like that. Great. Great. It ends just like that. Wow. I almost can't believe it. That was good, though. That was actually a very good act. I will admit, the third act is a little weird. It's cobbled together a little weirdly, especially the fact that it ends. That's effectively within the midpoint, but the fourth act definitely makes up for it. I will full-heartedly admit that. And as such, yay. Right, so quest and then bounties. Let's go. Definitely be visiting here a couple times here and there. Finally, I can finally do this. Later on, though. Later, not now. Okay. Oh, whew, that was good. That was honestly pretty damn good. Let me just check one last thing. 38. So we currently have 50. We have 50 summons in reserve. I don't think I'm going to get Nouvelette. Very likely later on, though. I'll have to wait for his rerun. Because I am focusing on getting Furina. I'm going to focus on getting her next time. Considering that she's going to be in the next patch, that's definitely going to be something I'll have to save up for. Although, later on, I'll need to consider getting Navia, Clorind, and especially Arlecchino. Especially her. There's a lot of characters I want, and it's unfair that I can't get, like, everything. Well, that's a topic for another day, though. So, yeah, we're gonna end things off for today. The stream will be ending soon. This coming Sunday, I'll continue to play more of Super Mario RPG on the, not the SNES, but the SNES Mini. Yeah, I'll be continuing my playthrough on that one. And, yeah, next week, if I have nothing else to do, then next week I'll be playing some, I'll be playing through Nouvelette's story quest.
The desert.
I'll certainly do that when the time comes. I still have it locked, and I'll unlock it once next week crops up. In terms of streams, in terms of video content, let's just say I'm working on something. It's taking a little while just to get this ready. Well, for the past week or so, I've been hard at work on that, on a particular video, and the only thing I will say is, this is directed specifically towards Emil, who is one of my more frequent viewers. He left early already, but I'm just gonna say this right now. Emil, I'm talking to you specifically. If I get demonetized from this next video, I'm just gonna say it. You are not going to be recommending anything else ever again. You got it? I don't know if you're going to be watching the VOD or anything like that, but I'm telling you specifically. If I get demonetized, you're not recommending anything ever again. I'm just going to put it there and leave it at that. What would that video be exactly? I suggest you stick around and find out. It should be ready by Monday, sometime around Monday. Well, Monday, like around 10 to 12, 10 to noon, around Pacific time. The only thing I will say is, though, if you're under 18, don't watch it. Don't watch it. Trust me. Just trust me. But with that said, thank you very much for tuning into the stream. Really appreciate you coming on down, hanging out, all that jazz. Scarlett, thank you very much just for checking me out and all that. And Jonathan, I know you're not here at all, but hey, I'm glad that you managed to like make it in here and there with like whenever I do end up whenever you do have the time and all that. Really appreciate you and all that. And I hope to see you next time when we play some Super Mario RPG. Next time when I stream. Until then, take care.